The shooting star is next in my Charming Marshmallow Blanket Series, where we are learning 8 lucky little motifs to patch together into a magically delicious blanket. I used worsted weight yarn, and although the blanket is mostly acrylic, I had to use some cotton yarns to get these perfect marshmallow star colors based on the selection at my craft store. And I used a 4.5mm crochet hook. We'll begin with the star color. Go ahead and make a slip knot and make 4 chains. Slip stitch to the first chain to create a little chain 4 ring. Alternatively, you could use a magic circle. We're going to start round 1 with a chain 3, which counts as 1 double crochet. Then make 1 double crochet into the center of the chain 4 ring. And I work around my yarn tail to help close up that center hole and give me one less end to weave in at the end. Make 1 more double crochet into the ring. And now you have 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and make 3 more double crochets into the ring. Repeat, chain 1, 3 double crochet until you've got 5 groups of 3 double crochets with chain 1s between them. Make your 5th chain 1 and slip stitch to the top of your starting chain 3 to complete round 1. And the center hole draws closed when I pull the yarn tail, since I worked it under my stitches during that first round. Round 2, we'll add the points to our star. So we've got these chain 1s between our groups of stitches, right? Here we'll skip those first 3 double crochets and just go right into that first chain 1 with a single crochet. Then half double crochet into the same chain space. Also 1 double crochet into the same chain space. Chain 1, and we'll reverse that, so 1 double crochet into the chain space, 1 half double crochet in the same chain space, and 1 single crochet in the chain space. And that's the sequence of stitches into chain spaces to make our little star points. All you gotta do is that exact same thing for each chain space. 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, all into the chain 1 space of the previous round. And after you've worked your 5th star point, slip stitch to the first single crochet to complete round 2. We have our little center star motif, and you can fasten off the yellow yarn. For round 3, we'll pick up our outer blanket color, and we just need to fasten it on to one of the chain 1 spaces of our star points. So just pick a chain space, and I like to kind of chain 1 to fasten on. It doesn't count as a stitch or nothing. And for our first stitch of round 3, work 1 single crochet into that chain space that you just fastened onto. Then into the very next stitch, which is the double crochet from the previous round, work 1 half double crochet. Into the next stitch, work 1 double crochet. So across these next 2 stitches, which are the first and last single crochets of these 2 star points, we're going to work 1 double crochet 2 together decrease. To do that, yarn over and insert into the first stitch. pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, as if you're going to make a double crochet. Don't complete it, rather yarn over and insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. With 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And there's your decrease. We'll work up the other side in reverse order, starting with 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet in the chain space. So that's what we're doing around these points here. Continue this sequence around your star motif. And after we've worked the single crochet into the 4th star point, it's time to introduce our shooting star tail color. So I'll pick up the orange and insert into that single crochet. I like to keep my old yarn in front as I change color. And I'll just resume our sequence with a half double crochet in the new color. Double crochet, and now I can pull out that loop and we've got a really nice looking color change. Now we can continue on working around the star in our new color. After that last half double crochet, slip stitch to your first single crochet to complete round 3. Now we've got this neat little circle around our star, but in order to square it, we actually are 2 stitches short. So as we work round 4, I'll show you where we add those. Chain 2, turn, and this starting chain isn't going to count as a stitch. We will add our first extra stitch now. So this orange stitch here is the first stitch of the round, technically. So we'll work a double crochet here into our joining slip stitch. That will increase our stitch count by 1. Unfortunately, it's really easy to see because of the color change. Okay, 1 double crochet. Now work into that first stitch with 1 half double crochet. One half double crochet in the next stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Reversing that, we'll work 1 half double in each of the next 2 stitches, and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. This completes one flat side of our square, and it's time to make our first corner. So all into this next stitch we'll do our corner sequence, which will be 1 double crochet, followed by 1 treble crochet, yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 3 times to make a very tall stitch. Chain 2 and make another treble in the same stitch. Followed by 1 double crochet. 4 stitches and a chain 2, all in that 1 stitch. Then we'll resume the flat edge stitch sequence. And after I work my last shooting star tail stitch, I'll switch back to the main blanket color. Changing color just like before, and resume the flat edge and corner sequences. Making sure to save that orange yarn for the next round. I'll complete one more corner, and now this flat edge here, this is where we'll add our second extra stitch that I mentioned earlier. So start that flat edge sequence, and after working the second half double crochet, we'll work the single crochet into that same stitch. So these two will share a stitch now, and that'll increase our stitch count by one more. You can continue working flat edges and corners until you've come to the very last stitch, which shares the slip stitch from the end of the last round. All into that last stitch, you'll work your final corner. Now you can slip stitch into the first orange double crochet of the round to complete round 4. So we made a star, and then we made it a circle, and now it's a square. And the hard part is over. All we need to do is add one more regular solid granny square round. So chain 3 and turn in your blanket color, and that will count as a stitch in the top of that orange double crochet below. We'll work one double crochet in every stitch available from the previous round. And into those chain 2 spaces, work 2 double crochet, chain 2, and make another 2 double crochet to make your corner. Continue working 1 double crochet in each stitch and making the corners like I showed you. And when you come to your color change, go ahead and work one more blanket color stitch into the first shooting star tail stitch before changing back to the shooting star color. Finally, slip stitch to the top of your starting chain 3 to finish the 5th and final round. All that's left is to add this surface crochet edge around the star, which is also when we get the opportunity to add the iconic yellow stripe that really helps the star match its marshmallow counterpart. We'll grab a new strand of the star color and fasten on to this outer orange corner here. Now this is going to look a little fiddly, but stay with me. The key to surface crochet is to hold your working yarn in the back of your project so that you can pull up a loop in between stitches or in any old spot that you'd like and slip stitch on top of your project. Now I'm trying to make a diagonal line of slip stitches down towards my star. And honestly, the spots I choose to insert my hook seem to change a little from square to square. But just try it. If you notice your line starts to veer off, it's really quick to just unravel that one slip stitch and try another spot. But this one, in my little example, turned out pretty straight, and I'm happy with it, so we can move on to the little border around the star. Here, I'm specifically working right into the spots where the outer stitches meet the star stitches. So continue with surface crochet slip stitches all around the star. And when you've worked all the way back around, here's how we can give it a nice finish. I'm going to fasten off the yellow yarn, and with this little tail that we have, I'm going to thread it under the first stitch of the star. And that kind of creates the front leg of a missing stitch. Then we'll go under the back leg of the stitch we came out of, pull the tail through there, and kind of even it out. And now we've closed our star seamlessly. Weave in those ends, and you've got a charming shooting star marshmallow square. Now, P.S. at the end of the video, I also experimented with adding surface crochet along the edges of my star tail in orange. And while it made the color change edge a lot neater looking, I was a little concerned that this extra row of slip stitches on the edge of the square would make things more difficult when it came time to seam the squares together for the blanket. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the surface crochet off of the shooting star tail, but it is an option if you're curious. So that's how you make the charming shooting star marshmallow square. I think it looks just as good as the real thing. Until the pattern for the full blanket comes out, you can catch the written instructions for this square on its own over on my not-so-secret side project, the Granny Square Fair. I went patriotic with the colors of the sample square over there, and it turned out really cool. Also, make sure to subscribe here if you don't want to miss the next motif in the series, and I would love to know which marshmallow shape you're most excited to see. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!